All right, Elite Code 3. Let's do a SGC bulk order. Somewhere in the range of 100, give or take. Some slabs. We'll sift through these. We'll start off with some ultra modern. This is Shohei. That's like the press conference to introduce Ohtani back in, I think it was maybe like early 2018. I feel like he signed December 2017. This is the Heritage. This is one I thought had a chance at a 10, but the Heritage Rogers. Rookies and Stars Manning. Contenders Deuce. Not sure the print on this one. A lot of the 01 have prints like Breeze's 500. LT's 600, Vic's 327. But Deuce McAllister, I mean, he was a good player. This one I thought had a chance at a 10. So it got a 9.5, so it did well. That's the top scrum. Of course, there's no base without the shine, so it's kind of similar to 2017 Prism football. Just in that regard, the base card is the refractor or the silver. Here's a Skybox Thunder Manning. So, the reason sending these in is, they're not going to be not going to sell these for huge amounts. But I just thought they were worth it, given the condition that I thought they were in. And the thing I like about SGC is I don't really have any surprises when I send cards into grade with SGC. Kind of the condition of the card is the grade you're going to get for the most part. Of course, I mean, no grading company's perfect, but it's just everything's within like a half grade of my anticipated projection. So that makes me confident in the condition the cards I'm sending are going to get the grade that they deserve, which I think is important in the whole process. So there's a Julio 9.5. Part of it's just having the experience with the sets and seeing the cards over and over and kind of knowing the condition of the cards just from experience. I think that builds on it. Every submission builds, you build up and get just a little better. And after a while, the machine's pretty fine-tuned. Topps Chrome Carmelo. That's not the best photo. That one got a 9, so I've only seen like 110 so far, but we have stretches like this with PSA where we have a bunch of 9s. These aren't gimme sets either, like Topps traded. This was probably pulled from a factory set. Got a 9, $40 card maybe. This is another box set. Sabathia 9.5. '86 Fleer update. This one got a 9. I would guess this card's $40-50. I'm not sure. This edge is like it's almost like that on all of them. I've even seen PSA 10s and with that right there, just a little chipping on that edge. Just I think the way Fleer cut the cards back then. But Verlander 9.5. That's just the base 05 Topps. And, it's a card I thought had a chance at a 10, but a 9.5 is probably fair. Bowman Chrome Manning. This is oddly enough only like a $90 card. Barry scoring an SGC 9. Nice, respectable copy. This is a tough set. The way the set's inside the cellophane, the corners almost get pushed in a little. So like the corners aren't as sharp as like a normal Donruss card, if that makes sense. I'm sure people that break the sets open know what I'm talking about. Bowman Chrome Calvins. This is the rookie watch. the grading's so spot on. See these two corners on the back? It's minor, but the rest of the card's pretty much perfect. But it's enough to be mint plus, which, you know, makes sense to me. Wade draft pick. That's Fitzgerald's Chrome. Topps Gallery Ichiro. There's your Fitzgerald Finest, maybe $100 card. Probably snatched raw for 10 or 15 bucks. Bowman Moss. There's a Bowman Rogers 8.5. This is the Classics $5.99. Calvin Johnson gets a 10. I actually like the flip. The only thing I would add is I would make the SGC kind of silver holographic. I don't know if I would center it. I might just keep it there because that's how they had it before, and then I'd put like a barcode on the back or something. But aside from that, I don't know. It's like anything else. After a while, you get used to something. Here's the Ohtani flagship. Here's the Stafford. That's like the Prestige Variation SP in a 9. Peyton Best. This is a good hit here. The Wave of the Future Ortiz. I've had a lot of luck with this set with both companies. But that's the contrast of the green and the white from the Wave with the black just looks nice. You know, certain cards look better with the black. Certain cards look better with the clear PSAs. That's a Vic Best. That one got a 10. Here's a cool classic Chiefs card. Derek Thomas. This was out of a factory set. It looked good. I think I had it as a 9+. Quinn Hughes, Young Guns. PSA, SGC 10. This is cool. You know, this was sent in because I thought it was a good contender for a mint plus card, and I think the pop's low on this card, so probably keep this in the PC because I don't think I have anything higher than a 9 in this, and I would rate an SGC 9.5 just a little better than a PSA 9. Of course, you got to take a look at the card too. Another box set, so you know there's a lot of low end classic rookies in this one. Not gonna have like huge secondary prices on a lot of these, but I mean most of them actually. Here's your LT flagship in a 9.5, probably a $50 card, $50 card at this point. This bow I just got in a pack. Broke some pack. I just broke like 5 packs and for fun. They were sitting in my office, and I hit the bow and I was like, oh, that looks like it could be a 9, and it got an 8.5, so close. Eli flagship 9.5. Got Rivers in a 10. That's the Star Rookie Limited. This is probably a $50 card. Didn't do too well on this Mariano. I was thinking 9. 8.5 on the Mariano, but that white and black looks really cool. You know, classic white Topps cards look really good with the SGC slab. This was a PSA 7 that I thought was, you know, at least an 8.5. but PSA gave it a 7. SGC gave it a 9.5. So just drastic. That's the bronze to 100 Carmelo. Black Diamond LT. This was a PSA 8. I actually thought this was like a 9.5. Jack Hughes, 201 Young Guns. Fleer Tradition Wade, that gets a 10. This is one I was pretty stoked about. You know, I've got respect for Sean Alexander. I'm a classic 90s, 2000s running back guy. So this Sean Alexander, I bought it raw and I was just like, damn, that's clean. So I had it marked as a 10 and I got a 10. So Sean Alexander, and then we've got, so there are some 10s creeping in here at the end. Wade, that's the pristine. Topps pristine, that's just the base one. This is cool too. This looks just slot right into the PC. These star rookies, you know, I'm a big star rookie fan. This Ed Reed looked great. Okay. All right, continuing on here with the SGC. Get one of these flips. So lots of thicker cards in these orders. That's an RG3, just a card I had. I think I had it in a Beckett flip. And I was just gonna keep it. You know, he didn't have the storied long pro career, but he still won the Heisman at Baylor. Now these SP Authentics are cool. This is the gold one in an 8.5. Just the way SGC grades the thicker cards, it's refreshing. Yeah, this was an 8, so this was a snap out from I think a BGS 9.5 True gem, and I sent it to PSA first, and they gave it an 8. So I don't know how they're grading some of these thick cards, but I didn't agree with that. Ticket Tomlinson. I think I bought one of these raw. Yeah, this was the raw one that came in really clean. This might be one that I would, try to send back because I thought this was going to get a 9. But the rookie ticket LT print on that is 600. 8.5 on that one. You got Benson. That's the exquisite. So rest in peace, Benson. We got in that accident a couple years ago, but here's his exquisite. He had a few 1,000-yard seasons, and in college, I think he's one of the top rushers all time in college history. So cool card, and I probably bought it raw for $50. So Ed Reed Contenders ticket, 550 print. Colston, he actually racked up some yards and touchdowns. I think he's around 8 or 9,000 career yards and maybe 60 touchdowns. But his is his exquisite. So he's in the Hofstra. I think he was undrafted, but he doesn't. He didn't attend the rookie rookie premiere shoot. So they just used the Hofstra picture. Julio, so SP Authentic. That's the $2.99 one. These don't really have a huge market. Might be because they're in the college uniform. I'm not sure, but the SP Authentics, where they're in the college uniforms, don't really sell for. And the same goes for the Exquisite College, and it's probably just because they're in the college uniform. But here's some more Tuxes. Topps debut LT. This one got a 9. It was a pretty good looking one. Just a little white on the back corner, but Jamal Charles. This is the gold one. So it's 25. Doesn't have the best patch for a gold, but 8.5. I think this next one was a PSA one. Yeah, this got a PSA 8, and I thought it was a 9, so I snapped it out, sent it to SGC. It got a 9. So rookies and stars. I actually like how they do that. They put the actual number on the flip. Another RG3, but this is the SPX Spectrum. So 25. Did pretty well. Got a 9. This did really well. So SP Authentic Benson. I think I snapped this out of a Beckett. It was like a Mint Plus card, and I snapped it out. It looked good. But that's the Spa. It's actually the same tier level as the Rogers. Not all the players had 99 print runs, so Benson was in that list of players that did. So this card came in clean. I don't know if I have the flip for it. I must have thrown it away, but this card got a PSA 6, I think. I was totally didn't know why, but so I just snapped it out. Like, yeah, I don't really get. I'm probably gonna send most of my thicker cards to SGC because the way PSA grades them, they're not grading them correctly. So this one a 9. I had it in the 8+ range, so that's closer to what I thought it was. Definitely didn't. It's definitely not a 6 card though. And we've got this Peterson. I can't remember if this. I think this was a PSA 6, and I was just kind of fighting for a 7. So, which I think some people would say, why don't you just keep it out of a holder? If because see that corner. I mean, that's the main thing that's really killing the card is that front right corner on the it's definitely nicked up a little. So, but it's nice to have it slabbed. This was actually a what is it, GAI? I think GAI 10 that I snapped out. It's got this little edge problem. I thought SGC would give it a 9. They're pretty tough on these 01 contenders. This is a really clean example. If you look at the front, it doesn't really have any chipping at all. So contenders LT print 600. So we saw 2 of those in this order. Those were some of the thicker cards that were bunched together. Featured gems. I thought this was a 10. It got a 9.5. Prince Fielder. Solid career. He's not going to go to the Hall of Fame or anything, but he was still one of the better players for a good 6-7 years. Bowman Edge. This is one. Yeah, I think this card looks cool in this case. It's probably a tough pull too. Here's a Torrey Holt Players Inc. That's a 9.5. There is a variation of this, but kind of has purple instead of green, and those are out of 100. Ultra David Ortiz. This is tough because it edge chipping, and this does have some edge chipping on the back, but the front was really clean. I think I had this marked as a 9. I don't really have any huge discrepancy when I'm going through the SGC orders. Everything seems to be pretty tight and on par with, like this the stated conditions on the website of what they expect of cards and just past experience. Best LT, this one got a 10. This one I had marked as a 9.5 to 10, so this is one I might try again on. Could have been something like back centering, because I know they're tough on back centering. But this is a great example. But it's the Pujols top scrum traded. Probably not much value in this Wade. It's off top to bottom, and it's off right to left a little. But I think the rest of the card was clean. That's why I sent it in. So that one got a 9. The top's draft pick Wade. LeBron Fleer. Of course, these have come down a lot. I'm just going to guess this card's worth $250, $300 in a 9.5. Probably used to be $700, $800, but a lot of the Bron lower end ones have been cut in half. I think the higher end ones, some of them are keeping value, but the Topps Chrome refractors have dropped too. Star Rookie, I'm a Star Rookie fan, so this is the Wade in a 9.5. Cool photo. Must be like a green screen backdrop they used to do that one. It's just one I had sitting in my box to get graded for a long time, and I had it marked as a 10. I just thought it was a perfect example of what a 10 card should be. So I finally sent it in. I don't think it has a ton of value. It's a Moss refractor. That image is superimposed too. I think they painted on the Patriots over the Raiders stuff. Pretty sure on that. Steven Jackson, often forgotten, but he did put together a fantastic career. So here's his Topps Chrome refractor. Just a nice example. I thought the centering, everything looked good. I had that in the 9 to 9.5 range pre-grade. Star Rookie Limited. Here's the Rodgers. I think this card is underrated when you compare it to the Brady. I think the odds are about the same. 1 in 4 to pull a Star Rookie Limited. And you can get this raw for $50. And the Brady raw is about 500, so there's like a 10 times multiplier. Falk, here's his Upper Deck Star Rookie in a 9.5. So cards like this, low in junk wax, to actually make it worth your while, you need a 9.5 or a 10 on some of these. I think this 9.5 would put this card in the range to where it would just barely be worth it to the grade. It's probably a $25, $30 card. So, but if you're grading it for the PC and you just want it graded, and you can't focus solely on is every card worth it to grade, because some cards that get 10s offset the other ones that didn't do as well, if that makes sense. Mahomes, Donruss. This is one I had in the 9+ range, so I thought it was definitely a 9. The Donruss rated rookie. Not sure what those are going for now. This is one I'm going to put in the PC. It's the Ovechkin Ultra. And his stuff surged. He's going to get the all-time goal record here eventually, but he's selling for a bit more than Crosby now, I think. But this is the Ultra 252. That one got a 9, which was respectable. These Fleers, I've had a lot of success on these 97 Fleer David Ortiz with PSA and SGC. I think this card just looks great in the Tux. I actually like the flip a lot now that I got used to it. It's simple, but it has all the information that you need, really. Ovechkin 9.5. This is a nice hit here. I think I had this as a 9.5/10, so I could easily see it going as a 10. So I'll probably keep this in the PC. It's got fantastic eye appeal, but it's just the Upper Deck MVP. It's not like it's a huge Ovechkin rookie, but it's not a gimme to buy those raw and find them clean like that. Whoops. Peyton Manning 9.5. That's the Topps. The draft picks This was a good one. Durant. That is the the 86 looking one. Here's Breeze tops. These are in the $85 to $100 range, I think. So I mean, if you're looking for a Breeze mint tops rookie, I would just get an SGC 9. You can get it for a bargain. It's the autographics. So 1500 print. This card doesn't really have a strong market. I don't know if it's just people aren't a fan of this set. But the autographics LeBron in an 8.5, which is decent. I know there's an awesome Mickey Mantle card in here somewhere. Here's some more football cards. This is a Chris Johnson. This is the silver holofoil. Clean card. I think I had it in the 8.5 range. It came back in 9. It's out of 75 there. So Chris Johnson, he did fall short of the 10K milestone for a backs, but he still had a good career. Apollo Mahler. This is the Spa. I think I had this one rated lower, so I'll probably sell this one. But the Spa to 2200, and I would probably mark this. I wouldn't put it in auction. I would probably just mark it, check what PSA 10s have gone for, and I would just mark it fixed price at, like, I don't know, 85%. I'm not gonna mark my SGC stuff crazy low because I think eventually they're gonna come up, and I know the kind of job that they do, that the cards in the slabs are actually pretty much, I mean, for the most part, the same condition or better in some cases. So, and if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. Calvin Johnson Exquisite. This one was, I think, a PSA 5. But I didn't think it was a 5. I thought it was a 7, so I snapped it out. And I got a 7. Clean Rice. This is one that I came across. I think I bought it raw, but I mean, it's absolutely impossible to buy this card raw and try to get a good grade. The highest grade I've ever gotten is an 8, and trust me, guys, I bought probably 75 to 100 of these raw, and they're all 5s to 7s. So I definitely stopped doing that because it's just too hard. Rookies and Stars Manning 10. Not the toughest set, but it's nice to see a 10 in this card. This is the 1956 version of the LT from Heritage 01. I got a solid 9, so not bad. Another Fleer Ortiz. So there's two cards we already saw. Fleer Ortiz in a 10, and I think this card's in the 350 range. And Ovechkin MVP again, so I'll keep one of these and I'll put the other one in the store. But the Ovechkin MVP again in a 9.5. It's the last box. Jack Hughes, Young Guns, 201 in a 10. This is one I thought was a 10, but it's a great example. It's the Victory Gold LT. I just thought it had all the characteristics. Centering, didn't have really any chipping of a 10. Finest Calvin. That card looks cool in the tux. The contrast with the red and the black. Ultra Brady, I had this as a 9. It came back a 9. So sometimes I just write little notes on the cards as I'm going through. Here's Sean Alexander. That's the Topps Chrome 1650. Just a tad off center. This they could have given this a 10. I thought it was a 9 because of the centering. This is one I had rated lower. I thought this was like an 8.5. It got a 9.5, so I'll throw this in the store. But that's the Topps collection. See how that's gold? Joe Mauer Topps. Okay, so I just sold a SGC 9 for $50, and I think raws go for 5 or 10. So I mean that's a pretty good markup. This is a tough set though. If you don't have experience with O2 Topps baseball, this is a tough card right here. So a 9.5 on this card is actually really really good. So Mauer, I'm gonna keep that one. This one did well this was a score Brady. This set's tough. If you ever try to grade score Brady's, they're always the whole front's red, so they're chipped, and then they're typically off center pretty bad. So that one did good, and that's probably got a pretty $500-600 card, I would guess. And the second one got an 8.5. It's just got a little more white on these two corners, but both solid examples that I thought were definitely worth sending in. And those are both bought raw, so I just kind of sifted through all the raws and looked for the ones that looked the best. This EX Breeze didn't do too well. I think they're taking off for that edge. I've actually had PSA 10s that have that edge thing right there, so it just depends on how you want to rate that. I think that's just how they're cut at the factory, though, so that one didn't do too well. We got Carter Hart Young Guns, got a 10. Not sure his market. I haven't been following the hockey as close, but I'm still trying to pick up hockey cards here and there. I'll check the stats and the standings sometimes. I don't have a ton of time to sit and watch sports all the time. This is the Star Rookie Encore Brian Urlacher 9. This was actually I think this is the one, a BGS 9.5 fake gem that I thought had a chance at a 10, but it got a 9, so I'll probably snap this out and just send it PSA's way. It'll probably get a PSA 9, but spinning my wheels on that one, that's gonna go down as a loser. You don't win on every card, but I'm the type of guy that'll take risks. Ultra Brady, and there's times where it's worked out for me for sure, just not all the time. So Ultra Tom Brady, a 9 on that one. We've got the Wave of the Future in a 9. That card looks great in the Tux. This is one I'll definitely sell. I'm not really a fan of this card, but I had it sitting in my box, and it's from the first year of Prism Football, and it's a Barry Sanders, and it's just like a low-end insert, but it's the silver. So I would guess that card has somewhat of a market. I have no idea how much, though. I was trying to find the mantle that I want to show you guys. Ed Reed, this is the Star Rookie in a 10. So I've gotten a few Star Rookie 10s of this Reed. PSA 7 card that I didn't agree with, so I snapped it out. I thought it was like an 8.5. It's not centered great, but I thought it was an 8 or 8.5. I got an 8. This is a huge card. That's the Topps Chrome traded Retrofractor. Quantum Leaf, it's got this weird edge thing going on, so I think that's why I got an 8, but I didn't think it was anything better than like an 8, so it's still worth a lot more than raw in an SGC 8. '03 Finest Brady 9.5. This is the Absolute to 3,000. Chipped up on the back and kind of on the edges, but it got an 8. And this is the card I wanted to show you guys. So it's a 58 Topps Mantle. I bought it in a 5. Can't remember what I paid for. I think it was like $800 or $900, but in the picture the card looked amazing. And I thought this card's way better than a 5, and I still think it's better grade than what SGC gave it, so I might send it back. I thought it was a 7. 58 Tops Mano came back at 6. I mean, the eye appeal on this thing is fantastic. Doesn't have any like little like wrinkles in the back that might bring down the technical grade, because I know that's possible on cards like this. But this thing is a blazer. I think it's a 7. So the Mano 58 and a 6. I don't know how you could grade this a 5, but great looking card. I'm gonna put that in my PC run. I'm gonna send it back in for us, have them look at it closer and see if maybe why it's not closer to a 7. But I still think it's a 7. I always stay with my convictions on certain cards. This is the parallel. It's not the parallel to 100. It would be a huge card, but it's still the parallel, which sells for about the same as the base out of 2000. But this one might have gotten PSA min size. But I'm gonna start sending some of my bigger cards just to SGC up front. I like the timing. They're getting the cards back. I like the consistency. To me, that's worth something. So here we go, Maurer. This is the last one, but this was a fun order. 8.5, so didn't do too well on this Maurer, but oh well. Bowman Heritage Auto. Picked it up raw for like $70. Thought it was an 8.5 or 9. It got an 8.5. That's it, guys. Fun order. Lots of cool cards. That I think my favorite card in the order is the Mantle, but a lot of cool cards I put into the store. Let me know what you think of the order and how SGC is doing business. I think things are going well for them, and I think they're going to continue to push these orders out in a timely manner and still bring in consistent quality to the grading process, which is badly needed. Later.